Recession, recession, recession. What is a recession? It is a period where GDP goes down consecutively for 2 quarters, generally speaking. It is a time where people lose their jobs, banks and companies struggle, stocks decline, consumers spend less because they don't have money, they lose their jobs. You may see mortgage, credit cards, and other loan defaults, but it is also one of the best times to get rich. Smart and wealthy people wait for these times to take advantage. For instance, if you look at this chart, you can see the crashes in teeny tiny orange areas and the following massive recoveries in gray. Could the upcoming recession be your opportunity? Let's get right into it and let's see how we can make some sweet dollars in this upcoming recession. In the end, we will discuss the most important point of all, which is the foundation of everything. Few countries are already in recession, but the largest economy in the world is still strong. There are already warning signs. Inflation is sticky. Many gurus have been expecting crash for the last 2 years. It might come this year or the next. Nobody knows. Nobody can predict when the recession will hit and for how long. But smart and wealthy people wait for these times and prepare themselves to take advantage. Most of the gains in the stock market are from the top few stocks, and the real estate market is also being resilient. You need to understand nothing ever goes up in straight line. Recessions are part of the economic cycle. Smart people prepare themselves ahead of time. You have heard about Michael Burry. When did he get rich? Financial crisis. The greatest investor, Mr. Warren Buffett, says, be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy. People, there's wisdom in these sayings. I believe what he says, and this is how the riches are made. Rothschild say the time to buy is when there is blood in the streets, even if it is your own blood. So what can we do? One of the first basic things that we can do is cut down unnecessary expenses. Stop spending money on food outside or just dine out less. These days, people have a bad habit of ordering from outside, which is not only unhealthy, but also expensive. You can manage your food for less than a quarter of the cost which you will be paying outside. How about no go out weekends? Nowadays, people are so trapped in a rat race that as soon as the weekend approaches, they spend like there's no tomorrow. And in excitement, they overspend only to be miserable with the sight of going to office on the Monday. Movies. You have no obligation to watch the latest movie in the cinemas. Or even better, why don't you cancel those streaming subscriptions that is going out of your pocket every month without you even realizing? Sometimes we all love luxuries. You ask me, what is luxury? Anything which is not necessary. If you're living hand to mouth or on credit, forget those vacation plans. That new car, which the banker is chasing you like a dog to take. You will not die without that new Gucci bag. You get the idea. The rich invest in assets, and those assets buy them luxuries. Whereas most of us just want to look rich. Stop working for the banks. A dollar saved is a dollar earned. One of the tricks that I do all the time is check all your expenses. Take your bank statement, credit card statement, list down all those expenses, remove anything unnecessary, and learn to pay yourself first. One of the things that you can do is automate your saving and investments. Every month when you get your paycheck, first something should go in your investment and savings, decide a percentage, and then you can focus on other things. And the rest of the amount you can use for your monthly expenses. Now let's talk about the king. Who is the king? Cash is the king. The second thing which I would recommend right away is to save some cash. Some people say cash is trash, but in tough times, I would say cash is the king. Cash not only help you sail through tough times, but if you have some dineros in your pocket, you can catch some pretty sweet deals in a market where everything is going down. You need to have at least 6 months of emergency reserve. Or if you have a sweet family like mine, I would recommend 12 months at least, where every poo-poo is becoming expensive day by day. Most successful companies are sitting on loads of cash, always. One of the best investors, Warren Buffett, is sitting on more than $168 billion ready to pounce on any opportunity. Having cash is a sign of strength. When we look at companies, evaluate them, it is one of the important things that we focus on, especially when investing. With cash reserves, you can do a lot of things. These companies can invest in R&D, buy other companies, spend on marketing, or simply survive through the bad times. Only the strong companies survive bad times. If you own a business, this point is especially important for you. Let's get on to the next point: debts, credit cards, credit score. Now, let me show you a business where the business is making 20% minimum on their investment. And to put things into perspective, let me show you something. Let's see, if I invest $10,000 today and compound at the rate of 20%, let's see where we will be in 10 years. A whopping 61,000 plus dollars. Isn't that amazing? Your investment becomes 6x. Do you know which business I'm talking about? Credit card companies in the great US of America are charging upwards of 20% interest fees. Do you even realize how high that is? Or how it is destroying you financially? You need to pay off your debts. That's the first thing you should do, period. Stock markets usually give you on average 8 to 12% return, and that is considered good. If you're making 15 to 20% on your investment, my friend, you are well ahead of many people. So clearing off credit cards could be one of the best uses of your money. You lose your job, or your income goes down 20%, 50%, 100%. Trust me, you don't want to have those high interest debts taking away your hard earned dollars. On top of that, imagine the prices are going down, everything is crashing, stocks are cheap, property is crashing. The banks, there, it's difficult for them to find customers to grow their business. And this is the time where you should be buying a lot of assets. And if your credit score is bad, you will not be able to take advantage of those deals. If you want to win the game, you have to play by the rules. New skills, side hustle. It is always good to have multiple streams of income. You can start anything. You can start a side hustle, learn a new skill, learn to sell a new service or a product. And this could be the best time to do so. If you are good at something, why not make some extra income of it? There are platforms that you can use, such as Fiverr, Upwork, to provide you expertise on many subjects: accounting, photography, content creation, marketing, etc., etc. Write a book, start a YouTube channel, a blog, a podcast, search online, talk to people, make your network, expand, start exploring. You get the idea. It will not only make you less dependent on one source of income, which could be your job, but also start saving and investing more to be financially independent faster. Successful companies have multiple streams of income, even though they are very good at their core business. Apple is known for iPhones, right? Everybody knows. But still, they have branched out in so many business verticals. Today, Apple is rapidly growing service business. Apple Music, Apple Cloud, Apple TV. Products and services are in high demand during period like recession. There are many products. Companies try to cut down their expenses, and freelancing could be a great alternate. When people have less income, they want to spend less. They want to save money. When people have less income, they don't spend. They don't go for shopping brands. That is why businesses like Dollar Tree in America prosper in these times. Sometimes you don't need to know everything. You just need to know someone who can provide something, a product or a service. People such as my friends, my colleagues, they call me all the time for stocks, properties, and other things in general. Be in that circle, be in that position to take advantage. During the pandemic, some people stacked some serious wealth who were in the right position, right circle, knew the right people. Opportunities are always there. The question is, are you prepared? Next point: invest, invest, please invest. Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. You can make money in a million ways, but unless you make your money work for you, you will always be breaking your back to earn your living. During 2020 pandemic, stock market fell more than 30%. But do you know how much time it took for the market to recover? Only a few months. Before the end of the year, the market was at all-time highs and people made some serious cash. Look at all the crashes of the past. The market has always bounced back and stronger. This has been the pattern for the last 100 years or more. The rich and smart people are looking for once in a lifetime opportunities like these. Stock markets usually return 8 to 12%, but people who invest during these crashes increase their wealth by hundreds of percent, if not thousands. Imagine you get a Ferrari 50% cheaper. How will that make you feel? This is how you should feel when the good investments are selling cheaper. Let's talk about property. Look at this chart. You will see that in a couple of years, it's more than 50% return on top of rental income, and the people who are smart to get the prices 20, 30, 50% below the market prices from the pandemic, they are very happy now. I personally know people, their property value has doubled in the past couple of years. Same is the situation for many asset classes, but it is important to invest in quality assets. The point is, these events provide opportunities of a lifetime, as the economy has always bounced back and has been doing so for the past 100 years or so. It is this confidence that makes money. The most important thing of all, without which all of which we have discussed is of no use. This is your education, investment in yourself. And I'm not talking about the education that you get in school. It is truly amazing how majority of people underestimate the power of self-education, self-awareness, experience. Listen, Warren Buffett is Warren Buffett because of what he knows. He was not born rich. Elon Musk is Elon Musk because he knows how to make the best electric car in the world. He was the one behind PayPal, SpaceX. How do you think this is coincidence? Often we hear celebrities, athletes earning millions of dollars, but as soon as their careers end, they lose that money. Learn how to value company. Learn how to find good properties. Value them. Invest in your network. If you have something to sell, learn how to sell. Learn something new. Take courses. Read books. This is Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, one of the best books on personal finance, written by Robert Kiyosaki. He's not the best writer. He's the best selling author. Educate yourself. One of the most important skills in the world is sales and marketing. All the best companies in the world, they are excellent at sales and marketing. Apple, Nike, McDonald's, Coca-Cola. Many companies can make similar products and in some cases better. But the way they sell it and market their products, it is unparalleled. No one can do that. You need to be good with your numbers to understand investment, budgets, expenses, cost. You need to make your money work for you. And for that, it is important to understand the concept of compounding. And watch, if you really want to learn how compounding works, what compounding is, you can click and watch the video on the screen and start learning. Without the right mindset, skills, and education, you might end up losing more than you win. If you like the content, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I will look forward to all your comments in the future on this video and would love to hear how you make money off this recession.